Back in the building. I started out, I'm sitting up here for like 2 seconds, just like, is it working? Oh, traffic. Golly. Yeah, as soon as I pull up, as soon as I get up on the bridge, boom, number traffic. So I want to highlight at y'all about privacy, right? So the way I see it, it's like this. It's deeper than, because we ain't never had no privacy as people. Like my people, I am speaking for myself. I have never had privacy. I had 2 sisters, and we slept in the same bedroom. One of them, my closest sister, she 1 year older than me. She slept in the bottom bunk. I slept in the top bunk. My other sister had a full-size bed on the side. Boom, you had a little room to walk in with a dresser. My dresser was in the closet. You hear me? And the rest of the clothes was in a big old bag. You know what I'm saying? But that was like privacy that I never like really had until I was like 17, 16, no lie. I got my own room. And I was like, I used to sit in that room, bro. I used to be like, man, I always knew I wanted privacy. Once I turned 16, I was by myself. I was older. My sisters and them was older too. They was grown, you know what I'm saying? They was ladies, you know what I'm saying? Like, one was 17 and one was 20 at that point, you know what I'm saying? But, 19 to 17. But anyway, the privacy that I'm talking about is like the privacy, like somebody seeing what you doing in your house. In your house. I told y'all about remote viewing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure they probably. I don't know. They got some creeps. They got some fucking weird motherfuckers out here that will watch you in your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. They don't watch television and they don't read books. They watch you in your house while you sitting in the living room watching a movie with your old lady. Or with your son or your daughter. Weird shit. I'm talking about that type of privacy, you know what I'm saying? So, we've been being watched on a whole nother level from that too, though. Like, your conversations, just random day-to-day conversations has been recorded and stored on a hard drive. But ain't nobody listening to it. Unless you say like some trigger words that get you on that terrorist list and all that. But as far as like all your conversations is being like recorded, though, everybody. And just in case some shit pop up, they'll have the intelligence on how to deal with your bitch ass if you get caught. Because in the hood, if you a bitch ass, oh man, your bitch ass got caught. He must have told or something. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna get you over by going back and reviewing. Once they got your name, that's a wrap. They know everything about you. They gonna pull your record because they keeping information on all of us. So if you know a person, right? You know their name. Okay, you got their address. That's pretty much everything that you need, especially if you have access to like data systems and all that. Like, you can go into a whole person's job history and all that. You have limited resources. See, that's what makes them so effective. You see what I'm saying? Once they have your name, your address, your social security, whatever. They just need your name, whatever. Your name and your address. You know what I'm saying? And then they pull up your shit out the data and they know everything about you. They just start going, they put a whole team of people on it. Probably like about 10 people come up in the room. Boom. They start fishing through your stuff, listening to it in real time. Listening to every single word. Putting it in transcripts. Running it through a computer system that spit it out on paper. So they can read it. Because the way that you said, they don't speak the same language as you. See how we use ebonics, they call it, you know. So when I say something to you, they might not actually, I might have to go find out from somebody. Hey, what does it mean when he talking about you pee? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was pee last night. What that mean? See, they gotta go get the meaning. That's some shit that just popped up. Like, some people really still don't know what pee mean. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. They gotta go and do the homework. Well, they gotta they really put this shit together like a real fucking job. See, like, you go to work and you do your job and you real good at your shit, but that's you they job now. That's how Intel work. See, I almost got recruited for Intel when I was in Iraq. They came to me, I kind of like got a look, you know what I'm saying? I probably can fit in pretty much with anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Then I was a lot younger too, so I was a lot, yeah. But anyway, I basically they wanted me to join fucking, I think, what was it called? Counter Intel. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be re-enlisted anyway, guys. So it required me to re-enlist for another 4 years or whatever. And I was just like, nah, I ain't into that shit. I planned on getting in and I planned on getting out. I just wanted to get in there and I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? I always had wanted to do it since I can remember. But see, that go to show you right there that's you born to be a soldier, you gonna be a soldier. You see what I'm saying? And I'm still a soldier right now. I just don't fight for no fucking cause that I just don't understand. No more. I was 17 when I signed up for that shit. And the only reason why I signed up for it is because I thought, oh, this is what I thought. I ain't thought shit. I knew I wanted to be in that shit. And I knew I wanted the training. And I knew I wanted to get the fuck away from New Orleans for a little while. You see what I'm saying? And I knew I didn't want to go to college because that shit, school was never me. I never gave a fuck about what they was doing. I was doing that shit just so I can get past to the next level. Because I knew that there were steps to being successful in this your world. You see what I'm saying? The fastest way to be successful, because you ain't got to graduate high school to be successful. So I knew that I was looking at things on a statistical level from the age of fucking 7 and shit. Like, no lie. Like, if I don't fucking finish school, if I drop out, because I had partners, dog, that was dropping out when they was like fucking 13, 14 years old. Like, fuck school, nigga, I ain't going back. And they didn't. You know what I'm saying? They doing this. They living pretty much the same way as everybody else I know. No lie. Like, we all from the same place. We all pretty much, some of us moved away. A lot of them moved to Atlanta. Hurricane Katrina scattered the shit out of us. I won't talk about that too. That was a big ass thing. What they did with Hurricane Katrina. You know what I'm saying? When people accepted that money and all that shit, they basically didn't know that they accepted to be a part of a study. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens when a group goes into this other group? What happened? Shit like, bro, they know now that shit was crazy. It really fucked up some fucking people. Like Houston and Atlanta, the cities that took on large influxes of people from New Orleans and put them with they fucking hood people. 2 different hood motherfuckers coming together, bro. I remember, fuck, I ain't gonna incriminate my motherfuckers though. But when that shit all kicked off, motherfuckers gave a lot of niggas some money in their pocket and sent them out to a different state. And they was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna pay for this dope. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. I don't know this nigga. This nigga don't know me. Like, dog, shit was crazy. It was crazy. It was a study, though. That shit probably still going on. Because they want to know what the effects are going to be when they go ahead and they roll their shit out. Because all this shit might get fucked up from all these natural disasters that's going to start happening. They already knowing that this shit going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know where and how and when. You see what I'm saying? They it's like, I forgot what they call it. It's like, just in case this happens. They taking precautions, you know what I'm saying? And but the fucked up part is that they telling us like, oh, it's climate control. Yeah, the world is going through global warming, and what's happening here is that all of these people are not doing their part as far as recycling. Okay, they're being wasteful. They're throwing away so much trash. They're wasting water. It's all of our faults. That's the reason why. Nah, that's not the fucking reason why. That shit ain't got nothing to do with it. That shit ain't got nothing to do with it.